Hello there, you lovely people. I hope you're safe and I hope that you're well. Homesick is the theme for this week's video because there's a lot of you guys that might be going off to university or that have started maybe at independent school where you're having to board. And for others, there might be kind of family holidays away without your primary caregivers. Alternatively, there might be school residentials or school trips. The thing is though, with that feeling of homesick is it can be really quite overwhelming. So what I'd like us to do is I'd like us to just explore it. And then like all of my videos, the top tips that you can do to better help yourself if and when you do feel it. Homesickness can cause similar feelings to that, such as grief, where we're feeling at loss, where we're feeling this sense of unease. Now, with homesickness, there will be a period of change. Now, whether that's because of a temporary holiday or a move, there will be so much unsettlement with the change as well. So that can often just intensify it as well. But homesick is that kind of being without those primary people that know and love you best, or you love best. So it could be parents or carers, it could be those family, friends or members that you live with. And then the thing is though, it's also our comforts that we have at home. So for some of us, it can just be a double whammy. So certainly if you're moving away from home, whether that's boarding or to university, that double whammy of not having those key people in your life daily, as well as not having those comforts that you're most familiar with that bring you a sense of calm and relaxation, or just that, I'm at home, can really, really just feel so unsettled. So what you could be experiencing right now is the transition of change. And as human beings, we do not like change. We like certainty, we like order, we like routine. We like to know exactly what's happening. And obviously the transition that you might be experiencing right now, and whether that's temporary or long term, is going to maybe kind of affect you in different ways. Homesickness can affect eating habits, it can change patterns in sleep, it can cause you to be maybe a little bit irritable and snappy around other people, it can make you feel as if you want to isolate yourself from other people, and it can sometimes feel as if we need to cry or just very teary and emotional. The thing is though, if you've moved to a different place to stay and live at, such as uni, if you're feeling homesick, sometimes the easiest thing you can do is to isolate yourself and to have those moments of doom where you just kind of keep reminding yourself about what you're missing. But actually what will happen then is because we're isolating ourselves, we're missing the opportunities. So can you see how it can sometimes just become a vicious circle where because we're feeling homesick, we don't want to socialise, but because we're not socialising, we're missing out on even more. So if you are feeling homesick, here's some steps for you to help yourself if and when you may be feeling homesick. I want us to just always bear in mind that the level of intensity with feeling homesick will almost come and go. So sometimes you might just be feeling a little bit homesick, and there might be other times where you're feeling huge amount of kind of sadness from being away from home. But my first thing that I'd want you to do is I would want you to acknowledge how you're feeling. Now, instead of fighting those feelings that you'll have subconsciously going on or you'll be feeling physiologically, by you slowing down and actually accepting how you're feeling will just allow you to have that time to accept it. And sometimes it's easier to be busy, or it's easier to play a game of pretend or to act tough. But you don't have to. You can just be honest with yourself. And by acknowledging how you're feeling means that you can do something about it. My next one is bring items that are familiar. So you know those comfort items, you know those things that bring you comfort or just bring you that sense of, and that could be a teddy, a blanket, a jumper. It doesn't matter what it is, but just bring those items with you that you know will bring you that sense of calm, or at least when you're holding them or surrounded by them. And that will allow you to just find a sense of calm. My next one is about schedule time to go home, or at least know when you're going home. So with that, it could be at half terms. It's about knowing when is it that you'll be going home, because sometimes when you are feeling really homesick, having those, I'll be home in 30 sleeps, I'll be going home in 9 sleeps, can sometimes just make it feel easier when you are feeling that overwhelming sense of loss from being away at home at that time. Now this one might seem as if it's really silly, but actually what I'm asking you to do is to stay in contact with home. Sometimes what happens is that we want to project to other people, mainly maybe the family members or those that we live with, that we're okay, we're fine, we're having the time of our life. When actually it might be a little bit different to that, but we don't have to always act tough. And sometimes just staying in touch with those that you love at home, again, can just bring you that sense of connected, that feeling of staying connected, and that's most important. The thing is though, sometimes when you are feeling homesick, the last thing that you do want to do is to make contact with home, because it might make you feel worse, which it might do, but actually it's about just tapping into that life that you have back home, because then it will remind you that even though you might be quite far away from them right now, that is still your home, that is still your go-to place. My next one is I want you to explore. I want you to explore your new surroundings. Now, I want you to go and find in that area your go-to places. Where are your favourite places in that new area? Because sometimes what happens is we leave all these memories and all these wonderful places back home of where we go to when we're feeling sad or stressed, where we can go to if we wanted to revise. But go and find them in your new place. So if that's at uni or your new school, go and find where those places are, okay? Create those favourite places to go to. And my last one is get outside your comfort zone. If you're going to always stay within your comfort zone, it is nice and it is warm and it is cosy, but you are never going to grow. You are never going to stretch unless you get outside your comfort zone. When we're feeling homesick, it's very easy to stay at home and, dare I say, have a pity party, or, have those moments of feeling sad. I'm not too sure if I should say pity party, but just stick with me. Where we're not going to help ourselves because we just would much rather sit in that sadness. But that's not going to help. So I'm asking you to get outside your comfort zone. I'm asking you to go and make new friends. And that might seem as if it's completely impossible right now, and I get that. But I can assure you, just by you staying in your room or in your dorm, or if you're in your residential, staying inside that room, you are not going to make any new friends. You are not going to be able to step away from your sadness when you are sitting in it. So make sure that you get outside your comfort zone. And if that means joining a new group, if that means starting and trying a new hobby or going to a new club, then it's about experimenting. The beauty with joining a club or starting a new hobby or something like that is that you'll get to meet like-minded people. And sometimes that's the best thing that you can do, is surround yourself with people just like you, because that will make you feel good too. So there you have it. An exciting new opportunity for you to start a new adventure. And for you to enjoy that adventure does mean that you're going to go through some uncertainty at the moment. It's like some waves, and they're going to be a bit crashy and rocky and not nice at sometimes, but it doesn't mean that you can't get through it. Experiencing change and transition is never easy, but it doesn't mean that you can't see this through. It might be stormy, but this storm will not last forever. And just think of the things that you're going to see and do, and the friends that you're going to make. Incredible. So just be with me, just ride this one out, stay in touch with your family, and realise that you're never on your own. And plus, you're not the only person feeling like this, I can promise you that. See you later, everybody. Bye.